people, how has the month of March been for us? I hope you've been making progress. That's very, very important, because we can't afford to be static. My name is Itunolu Wanitemi. Today, I would like to bring your attention to some fun facts about life generally. Today's video is going to be very, very useful to virtually everybody, either you're a man, or you're a woman, or you're a girl, or you're a boy, whoever you are, wherever you are, you're white, you're black. Trust me, you're going to find something interesting and useful for you. So you do not want to miss out on this one, and you want to stay tuned to the end of this video. Now, it's not that these facts are new, but perhaps you've not really taken time to say, oh, this is true. But not to worry, that's why I'm here for you. As I'm spilling, I'm sure you will be nodding your head wherever you are. Yeah, that's true. I never really took time to notice, but I think that's very true. Of course, it is very true because I made my research, and this is something that have happened time and over again before I decide to bring it here for us to take note of. Okay, so at this point, let me quickly say that for those that are here to subscribe, hey, come on. It's not a big deal. It's just a matter of punching that thing called subscribe button below this video you're watching. And trust me, guys, it is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you no kobo. Yeah, so just do this to support what we do, to encourage us, and of course to give more people access to watching this content. And by doing that, you indirectly are being a blessing. Yeah, sure, no, I know you're gonna do it. So my number one fun fact today is a man will always be a man. Okay, so now before you people come and start saying it's no one being gender bias, what about a woman? Hey, can you just calm down? Be calming down. See, let's not deceive ourselves. A man will always be a man. Either the man is white, or the man is black, or the man is Yoruba or Igbo or Hausa, or even a boy or a teenager or a youth or an adult. A man will always be a man. Let me explain what I mean. Say you allow me to talk, because some people are starting raising eyebrow. See, why do you think when you carry a baby boy, the next thing the boy is already touching your chest, playing around your dress and all that? Hey, let me give you gist to what happened. So I was going to work this very day, and I saw one small boy. That boy cannot be more than 10, and he was winking at me. I'm like, I'm not understanding. Hey, small boy. I say, trust me, every man, even if you're a pastor, I don't want to know how spiritual you are. Every man is attracted by what they see. That's a basic fact. That's why I've come to a conclusion that a man will always be a man. So even if the man is a spirit coco, brotherly, every man is attracted by what they see. So naturally, when they see a fine girl, it's very, very common for the man to, you know what I mean? Like, well, you can't blame them. They're just being a man, because a man will always be attracted by what they see. So if you really want to remain attractive to your man, then it's simple, remain attractive to him. Okay, that feels like repetition, but I guess you already get what I'm saying. So my beautiful ladies, let me just give this as a quick expo. One of the ways of attracting a man is stay attractive, because a man is always moved by what they see. And let me quickly say this, that being attractive goes beyond the physical looks. Yeah, so you can be beautiful and look great, dress well, everything is on point, but you are not skillful, you're not knowledgeable, you have nothing to offer. Trust me, you will definitely attract a man, because a man always will be attracted by what they see, but you might not be able to keep one, especially the sensible. Knowledge is attractive, skill is attractive, intelligence is attractive. I've seen a man that said it point blank, I am attracted by intelligent women. When I hear intelligence, even if the person is speaking in the dark, I am attracted. So this fact, I'm not just telling you this fact for telling you sake. I'm telling you because it's useful for you to take some decisions, and it will also help you to keep some kind of sensible, realistic, and some quality men in your life. For those of you that will be asking me, what about a woman? Don't worry, story for another day. Let's keep that one for, because if I say I should start talking about women now, that one will take an entire video. So please be calming down. My next point. This one will burst some people's bubble. It will shock some people, but the truth is, it's a fact. Take it or take it. Not everybody will like you. I can imagine some people saying, I don't collect anybody's bread. I do not look for anybody's trouble. I am not a troublesome person. My dear brother, my dear sister, you don't have to be troublesome before some people will just hate you for no reason. I don't know. Some people will not just like you, sha. It's not because you offended them. No. As a matter of fact, you can even be nice to them, but they will not have to bad here. You don't have to feel bad because of this, because whether you like it or not, it's not everybody that can like you. Babe, even if you are a philanthropist, you are a giver, you are a nice person, that will not enter some people dictionary. It's not everybody that will like you. This is a basic fact, and I want you to just take it like that. You don't have to be offended by it. You don't have to offend them, and this should not even bother you anyways, because really not everybody should even like you, by the way. Yes, because you see these people that don't like you, sometimes they can even help your ministry. You see that hatred and bitterness, sometimes you need it for progress. You need it to move on. You need it to ginger you. You know, when somebody tells you some things, it's that thing that they tell you that pains you, that will not make you to say, maybe you think I cannot make headway. Maybe you think that will not ginger you to say, I will show you people. You cannot take it up as a challenge and prove them otherwise. So not everybody will like you. Please take note of that. And don't be angry because it's a basic fact. The next fact, you see, this one applies to me personally. At every phase of my life, I've enjoyed this basic fact. And that is, you can trust God. Oh God. See, I've not seen a man that I can trust as much as God. Men will fail you. Men will disappoint you. And sometimes it's not even intentional. They don't do these things intentionally. But a man will always be a man. I'm sorry I'm using this word again. But the truth is, we're humans. We are humans. You cannot totally trust a human being. But you can trust God 100%. Brothers disappoint. Friends disappoint. Families disappoint. Uncles and aunties disappoint. Even mothers and fathers disappoint. The only person that can never disappoint you, the only person that I know for a fact that you can put your entire trust on, is God. So if you are looking for that one person that can never, ever, ever disappoint you, then I will recommend that you put your trust in God. Because the hands of flesh will fail, but God can never fail. So now my next basic fact is, anybody can mess up. Now let me rephrase. Expect shit from anybody. I'm sorry to say this, but anybody can mess up. Judas Iscariot was Jesus' disciple. He messed up. Peter, who can ever imagine that brother Peter that used to be on Jesus' neck like Ishmael? He denied Jesus 3 times. Himself, he go look himself and say, no, fuck up. Anybody can mess up. And again, because we are human, sometimes these things might not even be intentional. We might have even done it and you now realize that, but you have already done it. Irrespective of who they are to you, anybody can mess up. The devil can use anybody at any time. It depends on your availability. And that's why I keep praying. If devil is looking for who to use, may he not find me, may he not find you. Because anybody can mess up. So when you have that at the back of your mind, if things like that happen, you're like, shit happens, and you move on. You find it very easy to move on. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is not because I'm trying to make you scared. No, I'm saying this so that you can take caution, and so that it will be easy for you to move on, so that you will not be too hot, so that things will not get to you so much so that it now begins to affect you emotionally and psychologically. Because imagine someone you call your best friend and the person now comes and just messes up. Sometimes it gets to you, and like, because that's the least person that you expect to do such a thing. So that kind of person can be demoralized, can be traumatized, because it's too much for you to be like, how can you even imagine that someone like this can do such a thing? Some people have become so depressed as a result of this. But when you know this thing, that these things happen, things happen, you won't even, although you might be disappointed because you don't expect such from the person, but the truth is, these things will not get to you. And life will be so much more easier and more simple. So let's not get too complicated that you now think that nobody can disappoint you because you are what? Even Jesus, they disappointed him. So you are what? Assistant Holy Spirit. My dear, expect shit from anybody. You see that your beautiful wife, she can mess up, and hey, it's not her fault. It's not intentional. But just keep an open mind because anybody can mess up anytime, and they know to tell you that I'm going to mess up tomorrow. It can just come, unexpected. Next, no one is above mistake. No one is above mistake. Now, again, you are human, and you're also dealing with a human. So, no matter how spiritually grounded a person is, no matter how professional a person is, no matter how intelligent a person is, nobody is above mistake. Professionals make mistakes. Some people find it difficult to accept their mistake, forgive themselves, and move on. And hey, being able to accept your mistake, correct them if you can, and the ones you cannot correct, accept them and seek for forgiveness and move on. This is like one ingredient that will make forgiveness very easy. The reason why some people find it difficult to forgive is because they have refused to accept that this person committed a mistake. They feel, how can this person do such a thing? No, I don't want to hear. You better hear. Because no one is above mistake. There's no one, nobody is an angel, nobody is a saint, nobody is a god, nobody is totally on 100%. Everybody is only working towards perfection. We're not totally, no, in short, nobody is above mistake. That's just the point. But I don't know how to break that down further than what I am doing already. But babe, nobody is above mistake. But one attitude we should have is when you make mistake, accept that you have made the mistake. Because that's one thing that some people will not want to take now. They will feel that that's not a good attitude. Let your life be simple this year 2022. Stop keeping hurt, stop keeping grudge, bitterness, unforgiveness in your heart. The Bible recommended that you forgive 70 times, 7 times. So as long as the person keeps offending you, keep forgiving. Because nobody's above mistake. Because people will offend you, whether you like it or not. It's a natural thing that happens to human. You see this one there? There's no one that cannot change. And by extension, there is no situation that cannot change. You know what they say, that no condition is permanent. A pauper today can be a billionaire tomorrow. A servant today can be a leader tomorrow. There's nobody that cannot change. The only person that has the right to say that, is God, because God is the one that created us. So that child that you think, lesson teacher extra lesson, don't give up on that child, because that child that you think is a dollar today can end up being a genius tomorrow. I've had a series of stories, similar stories like that has happened, over time. It has happened. I mean, it's happening. So I don't know what your situation is today. You might not like what you're going through right now. Your situation today might not be palatable. It might be, in fact, look at the condition of the country today. It's a total mess. But I'm one of the few people that still believe in Nigeria. No matter how bad it gets, our case is not the worst. And it's not beyond God's repair. God can still repair us as a nation. God can still repair that child that you think is a dollar. God can still repair that your situation. So keep holding forth to God, who is the ultimate changer. And you see, sometimes when God wants to change you, it just moves you from 0 to 1,000. Like that gap is just mind blowing. The Bible says when the Lord turned around the captivity of Zion, they were like, then it was like, wait, are we dreaming? Like how? Let's just be positive. Let me just say this as a way of encouraging someone out there. I used to be a seeker growing up as a child. I used to fall sick anyhow, like it's always very frequent. But look at me today. I'm healthy, I'm alive, I'm strong. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I went to the hospital for. God has been faithful. So hey, don't give up on that child. Keep prophesying to the life of that child. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but I feel that as a parent now that is almost giving up on that child, because that child is, anytime you look at the child, you're not happy. Oh, please don't give up on that child. I beg of you. That child will end up being your source of joy. Don't give up on him, don't give up on her. Keep praying, keep trusting God. And I know that soon, sooner than you can imagine, God will do something and you look at that same child and say, thank God I did not give up on you. So shall it be in Jesus. I'm sorry, the moment Gio just came out of me and I got quite emotional at that point, because I knew what it means to be at this, to be in these shoes. My parents were once in these shoes. I know what I'm saying. I know the problem I gave my parents concerning my health. It was really bad, but I thank God. God has been faithful. And then finally, I wish I had more time to share more fun facts with you, but let me just give you this last one. You can achieve anything with unity, oneness, and cooperation. If you set your mind to do something and all of you are united, all of you take that purpose as one, all of you are in agreement, and you're working towards that vision, you're working towards that purpose, it's just a matter of time. You will achieve it. So as a nation, as a group, as a family, whatever, if you come together in agreement, in unity, in oneness, in cooperation, there is virtually nothing you cannot achieve. Nothing. I don't want to know how big or huge or small or mighty or massive that thing is. As long as you guys are one. So let me use this version. As long as you guys is one, it's just a matter of time. Okay guys, so if there's anything you want to add to today's lessons, more fun facts you want to share with me, of course, the comment section is open for you to drop them, and I really appreciate. So if you've been watching my videos, you only come, you watch videos, you don't subscribe, you don't like, you don't do anything. Oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Just subscribe. It really doesn't cost you anything. Encourage a sister in the Lord. You know what? With these few points of mine, I think I've been able to convince you strongly with empirical evidences that here are some of the basic facts about life that will make your life so much more simplified and less complicated. Thank you once again for stopping by. Much love from my fair. Bye-bye.